Canada will never be intimidated.
This is a message to Canada.
Violent jihadism is not just a danger somewhere else. It seeks to harm us here in Canada.
Is it just me, or does it feel like Canada's a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs about terrorism right now? Like, the entire country's a little on edge, and even the most ridiculous story could send us completely off the handle.
And CBC was the first to break the story about the mysterious tunnel near York University.
Rarely has a dirt tunnel received so much attention.
Well, police still don't know much about that sophisticated tunnel.
Not a fucking tunnel. I don't get it.
But these pictures displaying a secret underground structure brought scores of reporters to Toronto Police headquarters today. Images everyone is talking about. The big question, who on earth dug it?
Did your mind initially go to terrorism?
This is exactly what Joey at Tim Hortons was telling me. This is obviously terrorism. Toronto Police, if you could now hold a press conference chock full of facts.
At this time, we're unable to determine who constructed this chamber, nor can we determine what the motive was for building it. And the other factor, too, now that we've collapsed this, we don't know whether or not someone is building one somewhere else.
Oh, goody. It's going to be like a choose-your-own-news venture.
But you have to think about the proximity, right?
Yeah.
The tunnel was near the Pan Am Games location at York University. So, it appears a lot of planning went into this.
At this point, you might want to play a drinking game to the word could.
Would there be DNA on that?
Is it possible to pull fingerprints off, something like that? Something as small as that? Because I'm sure that's part of the forensic investigation, right?
Probably checked with other intelligence sources, national security agencies to find out and determine whether or not there might be a connection with known terrorists.
I don't know, Sandy. I mean, it could be anything from university students, engineering students.
Oh my God, it's near the Pan Am Games. Oh my God, it's near York University. Oh my God, it's an underground sex club.
But when you talk to me about, tripwires and generators going, and maybe people knowing that police had found their hideout, that kind of sounds a little more ominous to me. Are you meaning to sound ominous?
Graphics teams, could you now explain height visually to me?
A fortified, elaborate tunnel that stretched 10 meters underground.
And the length was 33 feet, 3 inches due north.
Full 3D green screen room? This just happened. What kind of awesome cocaine does the Global Newsroom have, and how can we get some?
So was it the beginning of a tunnel, or a place to keep something?
Could we speculate a bit more?
Or somebody?
Whoa, 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 did you just say somebody? Somebody? There's a body now? Listen, this is a hole, some dirt, and some beams. It's not exactly Tutankhamun.
One strange item found inside, a rosary hanging from a nail with a poppy attached to it.
Holy fuck, Don Cherry's building secret tunnels.
Well, Dwight, they call them sappers. It's a military term, and they often used the rosary and the poppy as a symbol. They were military royal engineers. They dug tunnels, built bridges. They used the poppy as a commemorative to those who had fallen before them, and, of course, the rosary as a prayer to keep them safe.
Okay, that's a solid theory, but do you have anything in something awkwardly racist?
And of course, terrorists have a certain belief, which is counterintuitive to the fact that to have a rosary on the wall.
See, guys, it can't be terrorism because it's not Muslim.
I don't believe that if terrorists were behind this, I don't think there would be a rosary anywhere near that bunker.
As if this all wasn't idiotic enough, I'm just curious if somebody has the courage to take it to that next level and completely make me wish I never watched the news again.
Mysteries like this don't stay mysteries in the hands of the internet. Theories include Snow White, 7 dwarves as the likely suspects.
And there it is.
Or perhaps it was mole people.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Police believe it took several people to do this and say they likely weren't amateurs.
So a lot of planning and expertise went into this.
Sophisticated tunnel.
Yes, it is a sophisticated tunnel. It stays at home and drinks brandy and listens to Wagner.
It's not just the sophistication of the tunnel that's troubling. So is the lack of suspects or motive.
Police resources that are being applied to this case are extensive.
That not only Canadian security advisors have been notified this as a precaution, but also they've sent pictures of that tunnel to security agencies around the world. But so far, not a single lead has come back.
In this climate, we as a police agency, we want to make sure that we have all the answers to any question that relates to public safety.
Gee, guys, if this doesn't turn out to be a real terror plot, how embarrassing would that be?
A week after CBC News broke the story, investigators say they know who built this secret tunnel in Toronto and why. Turns out, 2 guys with a sense of adventure.
What?
Still, police say there was nothing sinister about it.
The purpose was just for them to hang out.
So yes, for those keeping score, the media just did spend a week on a quarter-life crisis.
We are satisfied that there was no criminal intent to building the tunnel. And furthermore, the most important thing for us is that there was no threat to public safety.
And after all that, it's only fitting that we give the Toronto police the last word.
There's no criminal offense for digging a hole.
End scene.